It's always been a tradition in the Treasury to be very transparent about what we do. In fact, a tradition in New Zealand, in the New Zealand public sector, we have a very strong international reputation for transparency and public integrity. And so the publication of the dashboard is consistent with that. We would like to think that the public will find it useful and researchers will find it useful to be able to have access to the same data and set up in the same way that our own analysts have, because we welcome contestable advice, we welcome alternative points of view, and so putting the dashboard out there is part of encouraging that public debate around living standards and what will improve living standards for New Zealanders. The Living Standards Framework and its dashboard are a tool primarily for the Treasury to use in its own advice processes, but part of the publication of the dashboard and its release to other parties is to encourage and support the work we do with other agencies. We've been pretty happy with the response from other agencies to the release of the dashboard and the Living Standards Framework, because I think as a public sector we are all striving to focus on the outcomes for New Zealanders of our work and of the advice that we provide to governments. So yes, other agencies are very interested in using the framework. We welcome that, of course, and we work with them to make sure that to the extent we can, we are developing a tool set that will be useful for lots of different agencies, as well as the Treasury. We know from talking to overseas counterparts that there is a lot of interest in the New Zealand approach to measuring wellbeing and producing advice on wellbeing. We've had interest from many jurisdictions offshore, the Scottish Government, for example, the OECD actually, which is a collection of about 35, 37 developed economies, has a very strong interest in wellbeing analysis, and we've worked closely with them, and they have been very interested in our progress as one of their members in trying to implement this work in our policy processes. So this is very encouraging. It is also it makes us pretty aware that lots of the rest of the world is watching us and trying to learn from what we're doing in New Zealand, which is a great thing.